Hi, it's Sandy Wyllie. Welcome to my mental health channel, where I wipe away the stigma of mental illness by talking about my own personal experiences and struggles having borderline personality disorder. I talk about my complex post-traumatic stress disorder. I talk about depression, anxiety, panic attacks, my narcissistic mother who beat me, my schizophrenic father who was in and out of mental institutes. I talk about my unethical psychologists who raped me and abused me, all the therapies I've been in, and a plethora of other mental health related topics. But I only come on as a former patient of almost 20 years. I do not hold a degree in psychology. I am not a licensed therapist, so I can't offer you a professional opinion. All I ask in turn of you is please be kind to me and to everyone else in the comments. We don't need to agree on everything, but we do need to always show respect and kindness. Now, if you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Stick around, take a chance. Hit that subscribe button in the lower right hand corner because it's absolutely 100% guaranteed free, and that way you will be notified when I have a new video out. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, spread the love. Okay, today's video is about, do you feel unheard? At times we all feel like people aren't paying attention to us. We're overlooked. How to get people to pay attention to you. That's what this topic is today. I got the idea of this topic because yesterday, I've been away. I got my Mickey Mouse sweat jacket rather. When I came back, I had like tons and tons of laundry. I had to unpack everything. I was just exhausted from the long train ride because we took a train there, and it's like a day and a half by train, and just, worn out. I didn't want to make dinner. So I had something really delicious and homemade in the freezer. And I took that out and I put it on the counter for it to defrost. And I told my husband, don't touch that. That's going to be tonight's dinner. It's completely frozen. I'm going to let it stay on the counter for a few hours to defrost so I can heat it up. It was homemade food. I had made it. So after a few hours, I looked on the counter and it was gone. And I'm looking everywhere. I said, I put it right there on the counter. And I, went through the whole kitchen, went through the house, and I said to my husband, did you see tonight's dinner? I put it on the counter. And he said, oh yeah, I threw that down the garbage disposal. What? I told you I was leaving that on the counter to defrost. I didn't hear you say that. Get my point? So, and this is like, that's just, an immediate example from just yesterday. But this happens all the time, where people just don't pay any attention. Now, usually it's the people closest to you that take you for granted and don't listen to you. Usually in a new relationship, unless you're with a narcissist, or when you're past the love bombing phase. In a new relationship, people are always attentive, always paying attention to you. But as the years roll on, and especially if you live with someone for a long, long time, people tend to take you for granted. People seem to tune you out. My son goes around the house with big earphones on, so he blocks out all sound. People, they'll put the TV on and just zone out, tune you out. This can happen not just with your husband and children. This can happen with your parents. This can happen with your friends that, they're all wrapped up in themselves, because everyone really is. Most people, like, I don't know, maybe 85, 90% of the people are just all wrapped up in their own worlds, in their own lives, and they really don't pay any attention to us, do they? I mean, it's really sad, but but it's true. Maybe sometimes we're even guilty. I'm even guilty of tuning my husband out and not paying attention to him. So I can be guilty of it too. So how do you get people to pay attention to you? Well, I notice from almost 60 years of living that people really don't listen to words so much, but they do pay attention to actions, okay? So I'm going to give you an example. Like, for instance, he threw away the dinner, so I said, well, I'm not making dinner tonight. Now, maybe next time he'll be, pay more attention not to throw the dinner away when I was exhausted and I had home-cooked food. I just had a zap in the microwave. But if you have a roommate or, your boyfriend or girlfriend or spouse is taking you for granted and you try to talk to them and they're not listening to you, say, I'm doing all the work, like almost 95% of the work around here. I'm the one who does all the housework. I empty the garbage. I empty the barrels. I do, I put out the trash. I put out the trash. I vacuum, and you don't pull your fair share around this house. And you try to talk to them, but they go, oh yeah, 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 and they don't listen. And you just feel like you're wasting your breath. Well, you know what? You are wasting your breath. You are. So you go to me, well, then what do? They don't listen to me. You don't say anything. You show them with your action or your inaction. You just stop. You stop taking out the garbage. You stop, vacuuming. You stop doing everything. But you say, but the house is going to be, how can I live like that? I can't live like that. I can't live in a house with garbage, with dishes in the sink. But you're going to have to, because sooner or later, they will notice that you're not doing it. And if they want a clean dish to eat, or they can't throw anything more because the garbage is piled up, it will go on the kitchen floor. Sooner or later, they're going to have to do it. You see what I'm saying? So you don't have to, after you said it once or twice and they're not listening and they're not paying attention, then you show them not with words, but you show them with your inaction. Just like they say, silence speaks 1,000 words, okay? What does that mean? That means that people don't listen to words. They don't, But they hear a lot. Just like if you say to your boyfriend or your girlfriend, I'm the one who has to, make all the plans in the relationship. I'm the one who always texts you, who always calls you. I feel like, you don't care about me. And you said this to your partner and they just blow you off. They don't pay attention to you. They're not even listening to you, right? They're on their phone. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. You know what you do? You stop. You stop texting. You stop calling. You stop making plans. You just stop. You don't do anything. Silence speaks 1,000 words. They will get the message by saying, hey, a few days have gone by. Hey, a week has gone by. Where is she or where is he? Why, why haven't they texted me? Why haven't they called me? How come I haven't gone out with them? What's wrong, Well, maybe then they'll pick up the phone and say, hey, hon, I haven't heard from you. No text, no phone calls. You see what I'm saying? It's your actions are what is going to make them hear you, or your inactions, not your words. All right? People just, once you get comfortable in a relationship, people take you for granted. All right? And the only way that you can really get them to listen to you is through your actions or your inactions. You stop doing the things that you always do, and they're going to pay attention, okay? Because if you say, I'm tired of cleaning up after you, I'm tired of being the one to, initiate, plans and, getting together. I'm always the one who has to call you. I'm always the one who has to make the plans. You don't do anything. They're not going to listen to that, right? But when you stop, you don't do anything. After a while, they're going to say, hey, what's going on? I haven't heard from the person. Well, then they're going to notice. But you just telling them that is not going to do anything. They're not going to pay attention, all right? It's just like if you two are together and cuddled up on the couch and the person is not paying, you try to talk to them, they're not paying attention, and you just get up and leave. Get up and leave and go out. And they'll notice what happened. They left, they'll notice your absence. People don't notice your presence as much as they notice your absence. Listen to that. People don't notice your presence half as much as they notice your absence. So, if you want someone to, if you want to be heard and you want someone to pay attention to you, then get up and leave, Then they'll say, geez, half an hour's gone by. Where are they? Where is he? Where is she? Then they'll notice because you're gone, all right? But if you sit there and nag, no one's going to listen to someone who nags. You don't do this. You don't do that. You don't listen to me. You don't make plans. You don't do your fair share. You don't da. Words. That is never going to work, all right? You have to show them through your actions, all right? Get up and leave. Stop making the plans. Stop, calling, emailing. Stop doing the housework. Stop cooking dinners. Oh, you threw away the dinner. You didn't listen to me. You didn't pay attention to me. Guess what? You get no dinner tonight. And I go to the store and I buy myself a dinner and I eat it. And, well, you don't get no dinner because you threw the homemade dinner out when I told you that I was defrosting on the counter. So that's the best advice that I can give you. If you want to be heard, then you need to put your foot down and do something about it. Not talk about it with them. If you've done that, if you tried that, it didn't work, it's not going to work. So don't talk about it with them. You could talk about it with them till the cows come home, all right? It's not going to work. You need to put your foot down and you need to show them through your actions or your absence, right? Your absence. You're not being there. You're not returning the calls. You're not making the plans. They're not paying attention to you. Get up and leave, Don't be sitting there, stewing in your own juices. Don't be doing that. Just get up and leave and do something without them, right? They'll miss you. They'll learn to appreciate you. They'll learn to listen to you if you do that. I hope that was helpful to you. And please feel free to comment and tell me, relationships are a lot of hard work. We don't want to be taken for granted. We want to be, cared for. We want people to listen to us. We want people to understand us and to pull their own weight in the relationship. And just sometimes you need to give that person a gentle reminder. Really, that's what it's all about. Okay, till next time, take care.